All right, little bit of news right here. Charles Martin will be fighting Luis Ortiz on January 1st, 2022. That's right, on New Year's Day. Before I get into the video, hit the thumbs up, sub, and notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop the newest content like this. And don't forget, go over to Reg Love Militant and support him. He's trying to get to 1,000 subs, and he's almost there with 766. That being said, let's get into the video. So, I kind of like this fight right here. You have an ex-world champion in Charles Martin fighting a title contender who fought Deontay Wilder twice and came up short. I think this is the type of fight that'll get either guy back into where they need to be. Charles Martin has been out of the ring for a very long time, and it didn't bode too well for him when he fought Old Nacky. That's Cal Nacky. If you don't know, I called him Old Nacky because he just looks too old to be called babyface. So we don't call him that. We call him Old Nacky. Anyways, moving past that. Charles Martin lost that fight. You could tell he was ring rusted because as the fight progressed, he started to come ahead. Had it been a 12-round fight, I really, truly believe he would have won that fight. But again, he didn't come on till too late into the fight. Now, looking at Luis Ortiz, he's also not really been that active. And the older you get, the more inactivity will affect you. So I don't really know who's going to be affected more. Is it going to be Luis Ortiz or is it going to be Charles Martin? So I kind of see this as an even match. If one is ring rusted, the other one should be ring rusted too. So it kind of balances out. And again, like I said, it's a good fight for both guys. It could get either guy back into contention to try to get up to a top spot in a sanctioning body. I guess in this case, it'd be the WBC, as I believe Luis Ortiz, his highest rating is in the WBC rankings. So that's where it looks like Charles Martin would be headed. Now, I would favor Charles Martin in this fight. I do believe he is a lot better than what a lot of people perceive him as. I think the AJ loss is really taken away from him. But it's a funny story. Whenever he was a prospect, way before he was a champion, I said that I believed that he would be a champion, and lo and behold, he became a champion. He does have some things that he needs to improve on, and being inactive does not help him. However, I think that he will be skilled enough to beat Luis Ortiz. I think when Luis Ortiz gets into that ring, he's not going to be able to go past 5 rounds, and I know Charles Martin can box for 12 rounds straight, at least 10 rounds. Without losing energy. So that's a big thing. Can Luis Ortiz stop him early? If he cannot, I can see a world where Charles Martin can stop him. Now, Charles Martin doesn't have the best of defenses, and he's very susceptible to counter punches, which is what Luis Ortiz is very good at, counter punching. So Martin has to be careful early. Early in the fight, he has to be extremely careful because that's when Luis Ortiz is going to be most dangerous. However, if he can stretch out the fight into the 5th, 6th, 7th round, he can really start to put on the pressure and then wear Luis Ortiz down, kind of like Deontay Wilder. See, a lot of people believe Deontay Wilder lost the first 6 rounds against Ortiz in their rematch, and I disagree. Wilder fought the fight that I said he should fight. Give away the early rounds because you know he's going to tire. And then being the knockout artist you are, you can knock him out. Charles Martin, he has a good amount of power in his punches. He can definitely knock guys out if he lands cleanly, and he's more than likely going to land cleanly the longer that fight goes on. The more tired Ortiz becomes, the harder it's going to be for him to react to land counter shots. So overall, I think it's a very good fight. I'm not quite sure who's going to win. I would like to see Charles Martin win only because I picked him so long ago to be a champion, but I don't know if either guy will be a world champion, and in Martin's case, a world champion again. The problem is you've got a lot of tough fights ahead of you to get there. You've got to beat Usyk or Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury or Dillian White, and assuming that Undisputed happens, you know, there's only one guy that you can fight, and that's the King of the Mountain, and it'd be very hard for Charles Martin to fight a guy like Tyson Fury or Dillian White, being that he is so susceptible to counter shots, and both guys can counterpunch pretty well. So with Luis Ortiz, I think he's dangerous to anybody he fights early. But again, the older he gets, the quicker he's going to become tired. And he's just not going to have that type of endurance going late into the rounds, especially as he's getting older and older. And he's already shown to tire. So it's a good matchup to put both the guys in contention for maybe a shot at the number 1, number 2 guy to try to get a mandatory fight. However, I don't foresee either one of these dudes becoming a world champion again unless, in this case, my opinion is Charles Martin has the best shot. He has developed a lot of skills and hasn't been being lazy and just taking off from the gym since he's been inactive. Like, that's how I see it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. To all my new subs, I appreciate y'all subbing to the channel. I always do the updates for people who cannot buy the fights or they're just in a location where they cannot get signal to get the fights. So that's why I do updates every time big fights hit. I believe I'm going to wait for the Kambosos fight, and I'll be doing live commentary again. If you've never been a part of my live commentaries, you might want to join. I pride myself in my blow-by-blows, and I think I can hold it down with some of the best of them at it. Used to really get big numbers when I was doing live blow-by-blow commentaries, and I will be doing it again because I think that's the fight that I want to do it with, being that I picked such a bold prediction in George Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez. So I think that'll be a great one to come back to. And I will also still do update videos throughout the live. I will be posting short clips. So if you don't want to catch the live or can't catch the live, I will still be doing updates for all the new subs who just did it, so y'all can get little summaries and breakdowns of what just happened in the fights. Again, thank y'all for listening. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, sub, notification bell. And if you don't mind, go check out Red Glove Militant. Very good channel. Let's get them to 1K.